Hey, Viking fans, if you're watching this, it's past midnight and it's another episode of SKOL After Dark. That up next in 3, 2, 1. Hey, SKOL brothers and sisters, this is SKOL World, brought to you by Minnesota Sports Talk. I'm your host, Dave. You can follow me on Twitter, TikTok, and Facebook at SKOL World. I'm also live over on Purple Pocket Podcast with MC Rap. Again, Purple Pocket Podcasts. I would go over there pretty regularly, so ring the bell so you don't miss a show there. Also, I am on Tuesday nights on Facebook, The Purple Code, and it's also broadcast on Twitter and on YouTube, so go click subscribe over there and ring their bell. I want to help them out. And again, you can meet me here regularly. And this is my new show that I do because I'm bored and I can't get to bed. I call it SKOL After Dark. Yes, this is Minnesota Sports Talk, SKOL After Dark. So check it out. All right, I want to talk about the camp news. Basically, everything that I've heard the past couple of days. I really like what we did, and I want to talk about it. And I did a little bit last night, and I missed a few things that I wanted to say. But today I'm pulling up the Twitter messages, and I'm going to read some of them to you, just how things went. So Score North said that Zadarius Smith is having a blast against Trey Lance and the San Francisco 49ers, and I also hear that their big Pro Bowl left tackle Trent Williams said jokingly he hates Danielle Hunter, but so it looks like our pass rush was having a heyday against San Francisco, and Zadarius Smith has come out of his shell and is showing up, especially in this joint practice. Apparently it's been his best two practices he's had yet, so that's awesome. So let's give some credit to Zadarius Smith and Danielle Hunter. These two guys are bookend outside linebackers, and they're going to meet at the quarterback, and they did it against the San Francisco 49ers. So big shout out to those guys. Nick Olson from the Nick Olson NFL. Seems like Nick Bosa is having his way with both O'Neal and Darrisaw today. So Nick Bosa, if left alone, is going to beat everybody apparently. And it's also kind of a thing they need to fix on yesterday, or I guess on Wednesday. It's right now, it's past midnight. So on Wednesday, they left a tight end to block Nick Bosa on his own on an island. He beat him. Like, they did the same thing today. Munt got just manhandled, and Bosa had 2 sacks and a tackle for loss in 3 straight plays. So Nick Bosa had a heyday against our offensive line, but I'll speak more to that in a little bit. Yeah, the 3-play sequence for 49ers, Nick Bosa had 2 sacks and tackle for loss against the Vikings. Now, here's some text from Chris Thompson from Pioneer Press. It said 49ers left tackle Trent Williams said he sees a lot of himself in Vikings left tackle Christian Darrisaw. Let's pull him up. So, he talked about his growing relationship with Darrisaw and that he gives him pointers. So, there's some San Francisco media that actually posted a video of Trent Williams in the middle of the field, just solo, giving him pointers. Like, he's taking him under wing. These are 2 NFL players on opposing teams working, and one is a veteran is helping a second year, burgeoning new player that everybody's talking about, and he wants to pass on his knowledge to an opposing team's player. That is so awesome. That speaks highly of Trent Williams and he speaks highly of Christian Darrisaw. Now, 49ers left tackle Trent Williams joked that I hate Danielle when it comes to going against him, but really he loves Hunter and how he plays and has worked out with him in the offseason. Trent Williams sounds like a stand-up dude, man. Stand-up dude. Here's another one. Let's see, I thought I had a third down. Yeah, second. Yeah, here 49ers, Trent Williams and Christian Darrisaw. I love CD, Christian Darrisaw. He's a great kid. He's open and willing to learning. He's physically gifted. I do see a lot of myself in him, especially the young Trent. Our conversations are me just kind of helping him morph into a more consistent professional. Man, I love this guy. 49ers left tackle Trent Williams on Vikings left tackle Christian Darrisaw. It is the second year. He took a huge leap from year 1 to year 2, and it's just the little things. He's such an athlete, and he overlooks the technical part of the game because he can just wake up and win. Like, he's so physically gifted, he doesn't even have to do the technical stuff. But if he does, he's just going to be that more advanced. It sounds like what Trent Williams is trying to say. Yeah, just more. Kevin Seifert pointed it out too. 49ers left tackle Trent Williams spoke to Vikings left tackle Christian Darrisaw after practice. Williams told reporters that he sees a lot of himself in Darrisaw, mostly how Darrisaw is working to apply his athleticism to his technique rather than just getting by on it alone. So awesome. So here's a point that Richard Sherman made about what I was talking about of not blocking Nick Bosa. Richard Sherman says, if Nick is on the field being single blocked, then that OC doesn't want to have a successful play. As Richard Sherman talking about that. Rick Sosa from the Purple Code. Go check it out again on YouTube and on Facebook. They have 15,000 followers on Facebook. We go live on Tuesday. Rick Sosa is partners over there. Kirk Cousins is complete command of this offense. Here he rifles one through the middle to tight end Zach Davidson for the 1st and goal. Awesome. Zach Davidson still getting some time with the ones. That's awesome. They did a lot of 2-minute drill, and apparently our offense won the 2-minute drill and our defense won the 2-minute drill, from what I'm told. Will Raggets from SI.com. I really like him. Nick Bosa devours souls, apparently. Vikings secondary impresses. That's good to hear. That is what I've been worried about. Darrisaw learning from the best, and defense wins 2-minute drills. Awesome. And he did an article on SI.com, so check that out. Will Raggets, love that. Love his reporting. Yeah, the SF Niners and go check this out on Twitter. The SF Niners and it's called the SF Niners on Twitter, put a video of Darrisaw and Trent Williams just talking at the end of practice. Dan Mizutani, this was pretty much the story of Vikings 49ers joint practice. Nobody could guard Justin Jefferson. It didn't matter who it was trying to defend him. They were talking about JJ being just a cheat code, like a Madden cheat code out there, and there's a lot of video. Just go on Twitter, put in Minnesota Vikings. You'll see all sorts of video of JJ just having his way. Rick Sosa, after the Niners defense goes hard on KJ Osborne, Adam Thielen on the sidelines enters the field to have a few words with them. Thielen was not happy. Apparently there was a cook tackle too, but yeah, Thielen was jawing it up. I don't think much happened though. Video I saw was after fact, and no one was doing much. It was pretty tame, I think, compared to some joint practices you'll see. Rick Sosa also says tight end Johnny Munt seems to have solidified his spot on the main roster during camp. Again, Kirk Cousins early on really leaned on him. Let's give a shout out to Kirk Cousins. He's having a good training camp. He had a great practice, and the thing I want to point out, you go look at the videos. There's plenty of videos of him running down the field on long touchdown passes, and he's not even the quarterback on some of them, and just high-fiving Ty Chandler, and our 5th-string running back, whose name escapes me right now, had a long play too. Cousins ran down the field to high-five these guys and support them. It's pretty awesome. And everybody's talking about him swearing yesterday. I don't think a big deal about it. Kirk's a leader. He's just getting an opportunity to show it now. There's leading by example, and there's leading up front. And right now he is leading up front, and just stop it if you don't think so. Yeah, he showed it in these last 2 practices. Now, yeah, here Kirk Cousins literally sprinted down the field to celebrate a second team Ty Chandler TD. I never saw this kind of thing during the Zimmer era. This is Cousins' team, and he's the franchise QB. That's Rick Sosa. Now, Rick Sosa is a really big Kirk Cousins fan, so take that with a grain of salt, but I see it too. Other people see it. You guys over there in Lockdown Sports that want to talk about him saying his catchphrase too many times. He's only said it twice as a Viking. You like that, and this time he says you effing like that, and now you're complaining about it. Come on, guys, over there in Lockdown Sports. I just watched 4 guys in the window doing having the conversation in a bubble. You just cannot give credit to Kirk Cousins of how well he's doing and how he's taken this team under his wing so far in preseason. All right, SKOL North, early investments. If Ed Ingram wins the right guard job, the entire Vikings starting O-line will be made up of homegrown first and second round picks. So Darisaw was a first round pick, and Bradbury was a first round pick. I think O'Neal, was he a first round? I know Cleveland was a second round, and Ingram was a second round. I think O'Neal was a first round. Forgive me if I'm wrong on that. Correct me in the comments below. For some reason, I thought he was second, but I think he's a first rounder. Here's Eric Thompson. Kirk Cousins dropped an F-bomb yesterday, and I've already seen no fewer than 3 different "you effing like that," except spelled out, t-shirts available for purchase today. I hope Chris Long, KSTP, gets some royalties for breaking the news. Ha ha ha. So, yeah, apparently they were selling "you effing like that" shirts already. Will Raggets, this is big news. Let's put this guy up there. You don't hear much about him. We got Irv Smith Jr. is back to play in week 1. Apparently, Will Raggets is reporting recovering from thumb surgery. Vikings tight end Irv Smith Jr. is on track to play in week 1. He's got a report on that. Awesome. Will Raggets, SI.com. Rick Sosa, yes, Nick Sosa had 6 sacks today and gave Christian Darisaw all he could handle. Bosa is a generational talent, and when he's on, he's virtually impossible to stop, if not double teamed. Great experience for Darisaw, and no, the Vikings O-line didn't look in shambles, as some say. So apparently, it's just Nick Bosa. It was really just Nick Bosa. And we just, I think in a game situation, we would game plan for it. Because we did work on his brother over when we played the Chargers. Dave Campbell, Trey Lance was the featured attraction at 49ers Vikings practice this week. The football team from his old high school in Marshall was there today after the Vikings chartered their buses and Lance paid for their meals. There was a great picture of the Vikings setting up a photo op where he has the whole Marshall football team, and Trey Lance took a group photo with them. It was a great gesture for the Minnesota Vikings for a Minnesota kid. That was awesome. I root for Trey Lance. He seems like such a good guy, what I think will be a future leader, and has talent, and hopefully he shows it, just not against the Vikings. So take it easy on us, man. I know you want to be a Viking, but you just got drafted way too high. Trey Lance shouts out, appreciate you Vikings for making this happen. And it's at Trey Lance 09. You can go check it out. Him taking a picture. There was a great one-on-one drill. Andrew Boo Jr. Was looking like an all-pro. I say it and I say it again. He's probably right now, age or otherwise, or might be a reason why, let's say, a Patrick Peterson isn't. But he's our only shutdown corner. Potentially. He's a rookie, but future-wise, I think he's the only one capable right now of being a shutdown corner if we need it. I wouldn't mind. I would like to have 2 of those, but it looks like Andrew Boo Jr., I think, is going to be a good deal. And there is Dylan at Cookin' Pie, COOKINPIE. posted a video of him just working a San Francisco receiver. Now, according to Vikings head coach Kevin O'Connell, tight end Irv Smith Jr. is still on track to be back for the regular season opener after undergoing thumb surgery a few weeks ago. So that's out of Kevin O'Connell's mouth. But one thing for sure is this is JJ's world. We're just living in it. Yep. SKOL world and JJ's world, same thing. We're just living in it. Man, he is a cheat code, like they said. He was just all over the field, even on a bad play where the ball is out of bounds. He decided to just catch it with one hand over his head. He's burning people. He's just having his way. He gets open every time, not just sometimes, not just 3/4 of the time, every time. Great footwork. He can run any route, every route. He's got the speed to get by people. He if they play off, he's even better. If he's got open field, he can just take it. The guy is everything right now. He's gonna be. We need to pay him. We need to keep him on our team. We need to figure that out. Justin Jefferson needs to be a Viking for a very long time. He's a fan favorite, and he is the biggest winner in camp so far, but it was expected. We knew he was going to be, he is our best player. We knew he was going to have a good camp, but gosh darn it, he has had a great perfection of a camp, and it's looking good this year. I can't wait to see him against the Packers. This is SKOL World. This is SKOL World After Dark. This is Minnesota Sports Talk. I'm your host, Dave. Hashtag Purple Hulk. That's right there. You see him. All right. That's it for today. I love you guys. Thanks for listening. Make sure you hit subscribe, like, and leave a comment below. See you next time. SKOL Vikings.